This is Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here are some of the top stories in this week's newspaper. Two Forsyth twins are wanted for murder in that Circle K shooting on Zebulon Road last week. Divinity and Divine Taylor, both 19, are at large. Bibb County Sheriff's Office asking for the public's help in finding the two men. Right after the murder happened at 1:30 a.m. on Thursday, Monroe County authorities helped Bibb County authorities raid the home on Washington Drive, that's next to the old Hubbard Middle School. Raided the home and found evidence related perhaps to the murder. They say that there was helpful evidence found there, but they have not located the suspects. Find out more details in this week's Reporter. Two Monroe County deputies being hailed as heroes this week after helping rescue a 72-year-old Thomaston man found stuck in a pond for almost a full day. His name is Danny Rogers, 72 years old, out of Thomaston. His fiance reported to police that he had dropped her off that morning at work at 5:30, and when it was time to get off work, he was nowhere to be found. She was very concerned. They used OnStar to find his car's location at a pond at the Upson-Monroe County line. That's when two Monroe County deputies were dispatched. Grace Tenney and Tyler Rogers were dispatched to the scene and couldn't find it anywhere, but they continued to search. They continued to diligently try to find the missing man. They found his car abandoned, and then they found Mr. Rogers sitting in the pond where he had been since 9:30 that morning. This was 7:30 at night, so for 10 hours he sat in a pond. They rescued him. He was fine. He just had fallen, could not get up, and was stuck in a pond. Read all about it in this week's Reporter. And on this eve of Mother's Day 2021, the Reporter this week announces that the Mother of the Year in Monroe County is Nell Joseph. Mama Nell, as she's known to her children and grandchildren. She raised two boys, Cale and Jason Joseph, here at Forsyth, and is well known for putting the needs of her family first. Read a very tender and sweet nomination, as well as some of the other top nominations. In this week's Reporter, she'll receive a beaucoup of prizes from Flowers by Helen, Grits Cafe, the new Mill Market, Old Mill Market in Forsyth. Read all about it in this week's Reporter.
I'm Seth Berkebaugh, and this is the Monroe County Reporter Incidents of the Week. Dirt bike runner has moment. Corporal Tyler Rogers was headed out on a noise violation call when he saw two men, one riding a red dirt bike, the other on a yellow dirt bike, illegally pass a car on a Highway 18 curve. When they saw the officer, one of the men yelled, "Oh shit," and then they both fled in separate directions. Corporal Rogers followed the red dirt bike until the man lost control and fled on foot. While fleeing on foot, the man lost a tennis shoe. Corporal Rogers lost the man in the Forsyth Garden apartment complex. Officer Shanita Bell then radioed to Corporal Rogers and told him that she had found a dirt bike outside of one of the apartments. They identified the man as one of the suspects who fled. They arrested him for fleeing and numerous other traffic violations. Two women were hanging out at the Bootleg House on Parsons Street all day when one of them left to go get some fried chicken while the other stayed behind and drank. When the woman with the fried chicken returned, the intoxicated woman asked her if she had brought her any back. She responded and said, "No, you didn't pay for any, so you don't get any." She became angry and punched her in the face. The other woman stated that the intoxicated woman had run at her and she defended herself by punching the woman in the face. The officer told both women to go their separate ways and leave each other alone, or they would be cited with disorderly conduct. An employee of the Forsyth Walmart called Officer Jeremy Malone and told him that a man had been walking through the store picking up DVDs and other items and then taking them to the garden department where he was sliding them through the fence. The man then returned 15 minutes later to pick up his stolen items. The employee was able to give Officer Malone the man's name, information, and security footage. The officer then called the man and had him meet him at the police station the next morning where he was cited for shoplifting.
Mike Jones here with Ken's. It's tax season 2021 and we make your tax check stretch. Middle Georgia's only in-store service plus the best brands in the business and 10, 20, and 30% off and free installation on all car stereo. Come see us at Ken's in Macon and Warner Robins.
This is Will Davis with the Reporter. Time for our NewsMaker segment, and today's NewsMaker is Joseph Egloff, the owner of Mid-South Packing. And Joseph, you met before the county commissioners on Tuesday and got some of what you wanted, a little relaxation of the rules that govern your brand new store there, where you've got, I think you said $400,000 a year in payroll.
About $494, just shy of $500,000.
You created a lot of jobs up there. Were you happy, and why or why not with the outcome?
I can live with the outcome. I am pleased because of some of the animal welfare approved issues that we're going to be able to address now. I will be able to sustain my payroll, but it's not going to be the dramatic change that a lot of people think it's going to be.
So that was my next question. What will practically, how will, if anything,
I doubt anybody will notice any change except for there will be a sign out front directing traffic into my driveway and not.
You've explained it to me before, but what makes that slaughterhouse unique about it? Is it the organic?
Well, a couple of different things, a combination. It is first organically processed, animal welfare approved, USDA facility in the state of Georgia. The second one in the southeast. There's another one in Missouri. And that doesn't mean that all the cattle are grown organically. It just means they're organically processed. And we adhere to the animal welfare approved rules and regulations.
Now, you are also the owner of Rockin' Chair Ranch, and you have a thriving beef business going into a lot of local restaurants. If you go,
we do have several local restaurants that serve our beef, and we're real excited about that.
And then you've got a sale coming up Friday. There's the county, you don't yet have permission to sell retail at your packing plant, but people can find your beef, and and they have an opportunity this Friday to do that, right?
Correct. We have a mobile meat license for the state of Georgia, which means that we can sell our product anywhere in the state of Georgia that we have permission from the landowner. And we're doing a little customer appreciation sale this Friday at Tractor Supply. We're going to have 40% off select cuts for just to say thank you and to offer our product here locally a little more than we have been in the past.
And the hours will be
3 to 6.
3 to 6. That's what I thought. Well, Joseph, what do you think the future is going to hold? Sounds like you have been very busy. Sounds like Mid-South is thriving. What do you see as the opportunities for the future and for your business?
I feel like that if we continue to keep a clean facility, offer a wholesome product, abide by the rules, I feel like that we'll continue to grow and create more jobs and more revenue. We're looking this year to bring somewhere around $1.2 to $1.3 million worth of revenue into the state, into Monroe County, from not only the state of Georgia, but as far away as North Carolina and Florida.
A lot of people may not know that, and I never stop thinking about this. Whenever I pass your facility, which I pass every day, and it's very attractive and nice looking, that you have to pay a full-time USDA inspector to be on site at all operating hours.
We do have a USDA inspector that is employed by the state, and they're not our employee. They're an employee of the state, so we have no control of them.
But you pay it.
We pay it indirectly, yes, sir.
So, well, anybody that wants to say that you're not governed enough probably didn't know that. So
there was a few individuals last night that opposed our facility that have never been in our facility, and I've invited them and would love for them to see our facility. I think the people that have seen it have been impressed with the way we operate it.
Well, it's good to see, and we talked about before. You and I have talked about the fact that we have a deer processing meat plant in Bolingbroke that Ernest Thomas that has had a little transition, hadn't been able to take. They have more business that they can handle, and do you have the ability to take deer, but you agreed not to, right?
I felt like that if I had everything as a compromise, and I was afraid that if we touched on that base that I might lose the ground that I had.
Yeah.
Yes, we could do deer if the county allowed it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Joseph Egloff, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Mid-South Packing and Rockin' Chair Ranch. Certainly good to see businesses and jobs being created in Monroe County, and they have to go through county government sometimes, and, well, we'll let the voters decide what they think of that.
Thank you.
Have a good one, everybody.
Okay, one of the things happening in Forsyth this week is the opening of the Old Mill Market. It's on Adams Street. It's what used to be a big old empty warehouse with nothing in it, and now there's something in it for everyone. It's the project of Eddie and Kathy Rowland and their family, especially daughter Katie. And they have family recipes with bakery goods. They have home decor. They have fresh produce. They have coffee ready for you to start your morning. And the rocking chairs on the front are ready for you to sit there and enjoy the breeze and shoot the breeze.
Monroe County's #1 real estate company, The Brokery, now offers the full gamut of real estate services. The Brokery has long been a top seller and lister of homes, land, and real estate, and now they can do it all, no matter what you need. Renovations to prepare for a sale, the best mortgage rates from Prime Point Mortgage, listing and brokerage services to move property, all under one roof. From the real estate professionals at The Brokery, go to their website or find them right here in Forsyth on 30 East Johnston Street.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy Rafferzeter coming to you from the Monroe County Reporter with this week's Classifieds. In this week's Classifieds, Piedmont Academy over in Monticello is having their annual yard sale. This yard sale supports their grandparents club. Hiring this week, we have Shoney's. They're hiring servers, managers, and cooks. They have competitive pay and benefits. Apply in person at the Shoney's location on Highway 18. We've also got a rental coming open this week. Those are few and far between here in Monroe County. This is a 5-room, 1-bath on 3 acres of land with a double carport and a barn. Appliances are furnished at $800 a month. Call 478-994-9413 for an appointment. Thanks for listening to the Classifieds this week. Don't forget to read more in the paper. Y'all have a wonderful week.
Okay, Monroe County, the COVID panic has passed, and it's time to go to work. The Bible says if a man should not work, neither should he eat. And the good news is there are lots of great opportunities. Consider these businesses now hiring in our community. Zaxby's named one of the best employers by Forbes magazine. The Department of Corrections, headquartered right here in Forsyth, is a great place to launch your career. They have a great starting salary and benefits. Try these and more. Get to work, get busy. A community is only as good as the work ethic of its people. In sports in this week's Reporter, the golf teams for married persons, boys and girls, both won region titles for the first time since 2013. Read all about that, plus the boys track team winning region and the baseball team in the playoffs playing in the second round this week. Find out more. Also, find out about perhaps the biggest group to ever come to the Meadows there in Smar. Steve Reese, our reporter, was on the scene and has all the details of almost 1,000 shooters that descended upon Forsyth and our restaurants and hotels last weekend. Read all about it and more in this week's Reporter.
Welcome to Baby's Daddy's Kitchen, and we're cooking with Corona. Another favorite in Monroe County is a peanut butter and banana sandwich. You start with 2 pieces of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a banana. When you get your peanut butter, you get you a little bit up out of there, or a lot, depending on how thick you want it. Slap it on the bread. Then you get your banana, you peel it, throw it on your sandwich, and there we go. Peanut butter and banana sandwich. And it's also nutritional and tasty.